Today I'm going to be showing you one of the best projects in Ibeju-Lekki with over 50 estates and counting. Ibeju-Lekki is one of the places in Lagos that is spoiled with options, but not every option is for you. And that is why I've selected one of the best ones to show you today. Now this project ticks all the boxes. It's a mixed-use estate. So whether you want to do a residential project, you want to do land banking, you want to do a commercial project, this estate has that variety of use cases for the plots within the project. Whether you're looking for something that has an affordable payment plan, it also comes with a flexible payment plan up to 12 months with a low initial deposit of just 3 million naira. And in terms of location, it's also strategically located just by the Lekki-Epe Expressway in Ogun, Ibeju-Lekki, close to where you have the new Lekki International Airport sites and in close proximity to other landmark projects in Ibeju-Lekki like the Allocation, which is a couple of minutes down, say about 15 minutes down, in close proximity to Allocation Junction. Now, how far away are we? Sorry to disappoint you that we got here in just 45 minutes from Victoria Island. We actually came here today from Palms Mall in Victoria Island through the coastal road, and we got here in 45 minutes. The other day, we came here in just over an hour through the Lekki-Epe Expressway. So there are two roads you can use to get here. Lekki-Epe Expressway, right? Which this place is just beside. As you can see here, I'm standing on top of the gatehouse. This is Lekki-Epe Expressway, right? So all the way from Third Mainland Bridge, you just come down Ozumba way, you drive all the way straight road, and then you get here. About an hour plus, and then we have a video showing you from Allocation Junction to this place, on our channel as well. Click the link in the description, to see that. And by the coastal road, just 45 minutes. So 45 minutes is crazy because earlier in my career, a couple years ago, we used to take 3-4 hours to get to this place sometimes because of the traffic, because of the bad roads, and now in just 45 minutes, which is quicker than the time most people spend going from their homes to their offices and, vice versa, right? So 45 minutes in Lagos is not far at all. Very, very close, closer than most places that we go to. So it is a game changer what this coastal road has done. And the Fourth Mainland Bridge is still coming. The Green Line Rail is still coming. That has been given the green light by the president, and the state government. So that is already on the way. So imagine being able to take the train all the way from the mainland down to Ibeju-Lekki and even all the way to Epe, Fourth Mainland Bridge as well, from Ikorodu, linking all the way here, right? So there's so much coming in terms of infrastructure. So the area of Ibeju-Lekki being a distant, maybe developing place, that is now a thing of the past. This is now one of the most accessible places in the entire Lagos state. Now let's talk about why this is a good investment. So first of all, what we have here is dry land. So you save money on construction costs because doing a foundation will be cheaper. You can do a shallow foundation instead of a deep foundation. So you have dry land, good topography right here. Another thing is the price. So usually when you're buying a project, when you're buying into an estate, price cycle, right? We have the pre-launch stage where the price is at its lowest. You have the launch stage, after it has been officially launched into the market and selling at the market price. Pre-launch stage is usually selling below the market price. Then, as each construction milestone, progresses, the price also increases. So this can happen over a period of 1 to 2 years. So the earlier you invest, the higher your ROI, especially if you're looking at, land banking. So this project is still in its early stages. It's still selling at the launch price. So that gives you a much higher ceiling in terms of ROI because you're selling at the launch price. Meanwhile, most of the other options around here have already been on the market for longer and their prices have increased significantly from the time that they started. But this is still selling at the launch price. So as an investor, you have a much higher ceiling in terms of how much ROI you can get. In the short term, now I'm talking about short term in the next year or two because there's still a whole lot of development to come. Another reason why this is a fantastic investment, and which is why we are recommending this project, is because if you take a look around this axis of Ibeju-Lekki, right, like I said, well over 100 projects, and one thing that a lot of them have in common is poor estate infrastructure. These developers get these lands, they at best clear it and do a gatehouse, and then that is the end. They don't do anything else. But what we have seen is that there are a few developers that still go out of their way to fully develop these estates, keep to their promises, and give people what they actually paid for, which is a ready-to-build land in a couple of years after they subscribed. And that is also what you are getting here. And we're saying that because there's a track record, which is actually the best way to know which developer can deliver or not. Their track record. I'm looking at developer on this project. They've done several projects, mostly on the mainland. And in Ogun State, they have one in Asheshe, they have in Mowe, they have in several other locations. And in terms of an estate moving from bare land to a place that people actually start building in and start living in, they've done several projects like that, and they have maintained that standard, which is why we can have a high level of certainty that the same thing would happen here, right? So developer that has a track record of delivering ready to build estates, right, which will be easier for you to resell, and if you want to build on, it will be easier for you to build on, in the coming years. Now the fourth reason is the estate plan. You don't invest without a plan, and you shouldn't buy an estate without a plan either. So now with Emerald Haven, there is a well-planned estate layout. There's a vision for the project, and this is a mixed-use project where you have a residential zone, investment zone, and a commercial zone. So all the plots have been mapped out. Allocation has already even been done. They've had the first batch of allocation in earlier this year, and people have already gotten their plots. So when it comes to allocation, there's that certainty that if you invest, you make your full payment, you will be allocated. And when it comes to the estate plan, you're looking at an estate that would have paved roads, drainage, electricity, water supply, everything that you need in a standard estate. So you are getting a ready to build project, right? Recreational facilities as well. There'll be green areas, and this is going to be a very eco-friendly project. And just coming here to Ibeju-Lekki, just experiencing the environment, just feeling the vibe of this place, you can see why this is perfect for that home away from home, because it is calm, it is peaceful, it is relaxing, it is a low density area, right? So there aren't houses jam-packed all around, like left, right, and center, like on the mainland and on the island. So it's very peaceful, it's very calm, and this is a place you definitely want to have a second home in, or a home for your parents. And when you also look at, in terms of the zones, right, aside the residential zone, for the investment zone, if you're looking at developing a block of flat, for example, and you want to do a hotel, or you want to do something that is for profit, right? So that is exactly what you want to do in the investment zone, right? Build multi-units for rental income. And on the commercial zone, that is where you can do things like maybe a logistics hub, you can do a warehouse, you can do a shopping mall, and so many other businesses that can cater to the people in this new Lagos. Because what we have right here in Ibeju-Lekki is a new economic zone, right, with the Dangote refinery, which is in the free trade zone. The free trade zone as a whole is host to the refinery, the Lekki Deep Sea Port, Alaro City, so many factories, so many industries. All of these have over 100,000 workers and more that are actively working, and more are being recruited, right? The Dangote refinery is currently expanding from 650,000 barrels per day to 1.4 million barrels per day, and they've said they're going to hire about 95,000 skilled workers and more in the coming months in order to make this project a reality. So this place is growing, more and more workers are coming, a new economic hub is forming, and there's a need for houses for these workers and their families, their friends. There's a need for recreational areas for them. There's a need for them to have where to live, work, and play, where to shop, and so much more. And that is where you as an investor come in. With a project like this, where you have commercial areas, you can make use of those plots to build businesses and services that will cater to the people in this new economic zone. You can build, residential housing units to cater to them, and so much more. So there are just so many opportunities that are available to you at Emerald because of the vision, the layout, and the plan of this estate to be not just like every other estate, but to be something that will bring value to both the investors and the entire neighborhood, the entire area of this Ibeju-Lekki as a whole. And when it comes to the plot sizes that are available here, you have 450 square meter plots, you have 600 square meter plots, and 1,200 square meter plots, right? So you have a variety of plot sizes to choose from, different price points, so you can invest according to your budget. You have a low initial deposit of just 3 million naira, and then up to 12 months to spread your payments. And the best part about this estate is it has a government allocation title, which is a safe and secure title. So in this era where there are a lot of things happening, in Lagos that you might be seeing on the news, and you might have experienced yourself, demolitions, issues with the government and all of that, title documentation is very, very key, which is why we are here, because this is a project that has a secure title, and we want investors to only invest in such properties so that their investments are safe and they can have peace of mind. So to see the prices and payment plans, please check the description of this video to see the price and payment plans, which will be updated as they change over time. And like I said before, if you want to see the road all the way from Eleko Junction down here, we have a video on our channel. Check the description or at the end of this video to see that particular drive-through or road tour video. And we know that a lot of our clients are in the diaspora, so we can tell you for a fact that this property and any other property that you see on our channel can be acquired from wherever in the world that you are. Majority of our clients are actually abroad, and over the last 5 years since we started this real estate brokerage, we've helped numerous investors in Nigeria and across the world acquire properties right here in Nigeria seamlessly, and yours will not be an exception. So all you have to do to get started is reach out to us with the numbers on the screen and in the description of this video. Reach out to us, give us a call. Our team of real estate consultants will be there to assist you with everything that you need in order to secure this property and any other property you desire on our channel. My name is Awele, the lead consultant and founder of Best State Investments. We have videos like this every week on our channel, so do subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out when next we post. So thank you for watching. I look forward to your calls, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.